What is going on, guys? We're here back in my garage and I wanted to show you guys the new project I just bought. So here we got a new, to me, got a little LS motor with a transmission and transfer case. This is a 5.3 motor off of I believe a 2003 Chevy Avalanche. So we scooped this up yesterday for a small deal. We got the computer and the harness for the entire motor. Obviously, I did see a video of this running, so hopefully it does run. But that's my project to, I guess, do. But the first things first. Oh, here's the whole setup. This thing is a big girl, V8. The first thing I want to do is, pick her up. Obviously, I got this new engine hoist from Harbor Freight. Pick her up, and I want to clean her because she's pretty nasty. Gotta fix all the oil seals and gaskets and everything. This one is a drive-by wire, but the guy did give me a drive-by cable, so I'll probably do that just to keep the simplicity of it. Obviously, I'm gonna have to change the computer and the harness, which I have to do that anyways. But look at this bad girl. This thing is supposed to go, or my plan is to have it go in my Jeep Wrangler, which is a 2.5 4-cylinder. I turboed it, but it doesn't run the best. But a stock V8 in that thing is gonna run really good. So this V8 inside my Jeep Wrangler should run really good. So we got the 4060, and then I believe this is a NP246, which I gotta get an adapter to convert it from the 4060 to the stock Jeep transfer case, which this is electronically controlled, which kind of sucks. So I just need to get the adapter to convert it. I've seen Novak advanced adapters, so there's a bunch of options that you can do to convert it from the 4060 to the NP231, I believe is the one that comes in the Jeep. I have to double check the one I have. I mean, I have the Cherokee, which I can also take the transfer case from. But yeah, that's about it. I just want to run it stock for now, put it in the Jeep, just get it all set up and running. Here she is. I mean, this thing got all the parts. He gave me all the parts. Obviously the wiring, we got a new wiring coming in. But the first things first, gotta wash this baby up, take out all the oil, all the gunk from the years. God knows how many miles this thing has, probably like 160,000, I don't know, but that's for me to find out. And yeah, so this should be a nice little project. All right, boys, we got everything taped off. I got the converter off, as you can see, pretty grimy. Got everything nice and taped off. I'm gonna get my little pressure cleaner and just pressure clean it, then degrease it, and then off to the stand. And then my project is going to be to try to get this thing started on the engine stand. So oh yeah, it's gonna be cool. Oh man, look at her. I just did one little wash with degreaser. She needs a little bit more degreaser, but so far got all that grime off. Obviously there's still a lot here and there, but she's looking a lot better. Man, this thing is massive. I got this 2-ton jack, and this thing is amazing. Without that, I would have broken my back. Hell yeah. Alrighty, we're all finished up. Got this thing as best as I can. Pressure cleaned it. The aluminum pan looks good. But yeah, you can see the iron block here, 5.3. Let's say 862 heads. I mean, I'm keeping it stock. I just want to put it in the Jeep, so I'm not really messing with the internals, but I do want to replace all the seals and any oil leaks, stuff like that. Anything is missing. This coil is messed up. I gotta change that. I gotta change the fuel rail. This one has a hole in it, so I'll probably just change the manifold. I know Amazon, they sell a whole intake manifold. Like I said before, I'm also gonna change this to drive-by cable because the Jeep already has a cable, so I think it'll be just easier to do that. But yeah, that's about it for now. So now we're just gonna figure out how to put it on the engine stand, which I've never done it with this. So I gotta find the correct bolts so I can put it on the engine stand and start working on it. My goal is to start it up on the engine stand once I get the new wiring harness and the new computer. So hell yeah. Well boys, I'm gonna go ahead and conclude this video. Here you go. Here you got the LS on the engine stand. I was able to put it on there. Got the specific bolts for it for the bell housing, so I can put this little adapter there so you can put it on the engine stand. But at least over here I can start working on it nice and safely. So yeah, probably the next video is gonna be, I'm not sure yet. Gotta fix every little thing here. The fuel rail here is cracked, so I'll probably get an intake manifold with the fuel rails already. There's a couple things missing too. This coil's bad and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start inspecting everything, any oil, gaskets and stuff like that. Maybe start replacing. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But at least now it's on the engine stand. I can work on it and hopefully fire her up soon. Make sure everything's good and running. So oh yeah, but look at this thing. This thing is a beast. But that's gonna conclude this little video. Let me know if you guys like it. Let me know what you guys want to see, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and see you till next time.